It's Friday afternoon, and I am on the way to Fort Walton Beach to the Island Resort for a writer's retreat. And I'm very excited to be going. The weather's kind of nasty, but I never mind the beach in the rain. I like it. I like the rain on the water and that kind of thing. So I'm looking forward to it. I know everybody else is hoping for sun, so hopefully we will have some, so they can, kind of get out and everything. But it's supposed to be a good combination of some workshops and some free time for writing and brainstorming and all of that kind of stuff. And I have a meeting tomorrow at 11 with an editor from Endgame Press. So I've been praying about that, just about, that God will make happen what needs to happen. So I know He will. I know He's got this weekend all taken care of, and I do trust that He has good plans for me. But I also have to remember that they may not be the plans that I have for me. So I know you know what that is like. So I am, there we go, over the railroad tracks. Anyway, I'm going to take you along this weekend, so there'll be little snippets of things. And I'll see you again when we get close, okay? Foot massage. I could use one of those. We're getting close now. About 5 miles. It has been a long drive. I'm telling you, traffic in Destin, Sandestin, nuts. On a Friday afternoon. Ugh. Anyway, we're getting there. Almost there. Hang in there. Okay, so it is about 10 till 9. I'm back in the room. I have FaceTimed my husband and my sister. And so I'm just getting ready to wind down for the night. I'm tired. And but we've had a good start. I'm on the second floor in the hotel. In this building, there's no elevator. So that's been fun. The girl behind the desk said, "Do you need some help with a suitcase?" I said, "I probably will." And so she came and helped me. And literally, I rolled the suitcase up to the bottom of the stairs. And she picked it up. And it's a big one. It's a rolling suitcase, but it's a big one. She picked it up and just, chunked herself up the stairs. I said, "Go on, I'll be there, a little bit." So, it's hot and humid in Florida right now. And I'll take some pictures of the pool area. My room looks over the pool in the center. And it's very pretty. But it's also very busy right now. They're at full capacity. And I think it's going to be loud for a little while. So I may not be actually getting a lot of sleep until a little bit later. But we're off to a good start. And I think it's going to be a good weekend for everybody. It's been nice to meet people and just talk about all kinds of stuff, books, but not necessarily just books, just people. What you doing? How you doing? How's your family? That kind of thing. So I am one of those people in church, though, that I always hate the, what we call the grip and grin session. Let's make each other feel welcome. I understand the thought behind that, and some people love it, but I'm not one of those people. And you know, I just kind of stand awkwardly until the hymn starts or whatever. But so we started our session tonight with something similar. So I was thinking, okay, first of all, I'm a back row Baptist. I don't like this part, and I'm an introvert. So, you know, but we managed. Everybody managed, and nobody died or got hurt. But so we're off to a good start, and we'll have a session tomorrow, and I will meet with a very sweet lady tomorrow named Edwina, and talk about this next series that I'm writing and see if she might be interested in seeing it. So I may have told you that earlier. If I did, sorry about that. But anyway, so first night, settling in, and just kind of trying to unwind a little bit and just prepare mentally, and just continue to pray about the session tomorrow. And, we'll see what God does. And He will do whatever is right and what needs to be done. And so I am trying to go tomorrow with just an open mind, and to be teachable, and to just go really with the expectation of just learning, and then we'll see what happens from there. So hopefully it'll be good. So I'll see you all in the morning. I'll take some pictures early in the morning outside when it's a little quieter. I'm not sure people would appreciate me filming all their children tonight. So, and I think YouTube has an issue with that too, when you're filming children. So I don't want to do that. But first thing in the morning, it'll be nice and pretty. And so I'll take some pictures out and show you. And I'll be back tomorrow, which will be in a few hours, but just a moment for you. So be right back. So it is Saturday morning. I have to say happy birthday, baby John, my great nephew. He's a year old today, and I'm missing his party to be here. It's about 9 o'clock, and I'm ready to head down to our first session, which starts in about 15 minutes. And didn't sleep as well last night, but that's normal for me. I'm not a good sleeper, but anyway, just spent some time in scripture this morning and praying, mostly to keep my focus on just being open to whatever God has today. I mean, I have my own expectations, of course, and maybe some of those will come to pass, maybe not, but I'm learning as I get older that if I will start out just with an open heart, open mind, open hands, the blessing, the path that God has for me is better than what I can do for myself. Always, no matter what we're talking about. So that is my prayer for this morning, that I am just open to learn and to new ideas. Also, a big thing for me is that God will just help me, give me words to say, help me know what to say in response to questions and things like that. Because sometimes I get a little tongue-tied, or my mind just goes blank, and then I feel like an idiot. So just to trust that God will be in this, in these sessions today, and especially in my time with Edwina. And I've prayed for her, and just for God's Spirit to be in that interview and just go ahead of me and prepare both of us for it. So that's where I am right now. I will touch base later on. Have a great day. So it is a little after 2 o'clock, and I'm back in my room for a couple of hours. Well, probably about 3.5. Dinner's at 5:30, so we've got some free time until then, and I've got a little bit of computer stuff that I'm going to work on. But my meeting with Edwina went so well. She is a lovely lady with a wonderful spirit, and I always love it when before we even get started with anything, she says, the first thing I like to do is pray. Okay, that's a good start. That is always a good start. I have been praying for our meeting and just the connection, and just, you just pray for God to go ahead of you and make a way, and so that's what I've been doing. And I talked to her about what I was working on, talked to her about my history of writing and what I've done, and then what I'm working on, and she seemed to like it, and so I got lots of pointers from her in creating some characters that are a bit different and how to do that appropriately. And so I'm gonna rework some of the stuff I've done in book 1 of the Blue Hydrangea Inn series, and she is willing to read it. So I'm very positive. I feel very positive. I feel very blessed, because I do feel like God kind of just went ahead of me, but that not just that, but that he was also kind of right there in the middle of that meeting, and just gave me peace. And she is very easy to talk to, which I love. Very encouraging. And so I feel like we had a good meeting. We talked for a little over 30 minutes, which is a long time for that kind of meeting. But so it's going well. And then we had lunch, and then the afternoon session was about interviewing and how to do that well. So that's another thing that I just needed, that God just puts things in your path, or puts us on the path where we need to be for things. So it's going well. And yesterday I came in I feel like I kind of slid in at the last minute with all of the crazy traffic, and it was hot, and I was all sweaty, and I felt like a sweaty mess last night. And but by the time I got to the room and just got to settle a little bit, it was okay. It was good, and I felt better. And today has just been one of those days where, as I've walked through the day, there have been moments where I felt uncomfortable or self-conscious, and that happens to me all the time. And I think part of it's because I'm an introvert, and then I think it's just one of those situations where you can always compare yourself to somebody who's farther along the road, or doing more, to whatever, and feel like I don't feel less than. Nobody's doing anything to make me feel that way, but Satan will get in your head and mess with you, and I feel like he's trying to do that a bunch of times. But you know what, I've just gotten to the point where I just almost automatically say, okay, God, this is how I feel right this minute, and I just need you to walk with me here. And God is so faithful. He's just waiting for us to reach out and say, I need you. He knows that. But I think, and he could step in and just take the situation away, and we would never know, But he allows us that discomfort, those feelings of discomfort and stress a little bit. I think, I don't want to say I can read his mind, but you know what? When those happen over and over again, and you just get in the habit of automatically turning to God and saying, I need you. I need your help. I need, don't let me get overwhelmed by this wave of whatever it is. He's very faithful, and it's been good. It's been good in a lot of ways on many levels, and so I'm very grateful for that. So now I am going to be doing a little bit of computer work and a little bit of researching and maybe a little nap. I don't know. I feel like I could sleep for a week right now, but and then I will go down for dinner and then get ready for the last session tonight. So it's a great weekend for many reasons, and I'm very grateful to be here. So anyway, I'm gonna see if I can get some stuff done. So I'll be right back. So it's 8:30. It feels like midnight. I'm so tired, but it's been a really good day, and just kind of a God-filled weekend with lots of things. Not everything pertaining to writing, but just a lot of things. God's just worked a lot this weekend. That's good. So I am ready to hit the sack. I'm so tired, but there is drunken karaoke going on outside my door. Not right outside my door, but right downstairs in the pool area. And someone who is not at all a threat to Carrie Underwood is singing her music. So that's going to be interesting. We'll see how long that lasts. And I'm hoping it won't keep me awake. I don't feel like it will. But it's been a good day. Go home tomorrow after a last session and all that. But it's been good. And I'm glad I've been here. And I will see you guys in the morning. Just a second for you, but hopefully a few hours for me. So good night. See you later. Bye. So this is the pool area right outside my door, and a little food shack. On the other side of that little food shack, apparently is a little bar where they do karaoke. And not just any karaoke, drunken karaoke, which is what went on last night between 8 and about 10 o'clock. It was lovely. Listen, when I tell you that the girl singing last night was bad, you have to believe me. It was bad. But anyway, that stopped about 10 o'clock or a little after. Thank goodness, because it was bad. But anyway, Sunday morning, I'm packed up, getting ready to take my stuff down to the car, and we have our wrap up this morning and then lunch, and then I'll be on the road home. So with lots to process and a list of things to work on, which is fun and exciting because it's kind of another step in the process. I met some wonderful people here this weekend, and we'll see what God does. I want to continue to just have an open heart and an open hand with all of this, and not focus so much on an end, but focus on just being faithful and consistent in the process. So that takes a lot of pressure off, you know, when I don't have to worry about, okay, you know, is this book gonna get published? Are they gonna like it? I don't have to worry about that right this minute. It's not a bad thing to think about, but it's not what I have to concentrate on right now. What I have to concentrate on right now is making some changes and sending those changes in and letting Edwina read them and see what she thinks and go from there. And I'm trying, I want to be teachable. I think anytime if you're trying to write and do that either as a career or a hobby or whatever, if you know, it's a craft that you always are learning. You never get there, you know. So it's something that you always have to be working on. And so I want to stay teachable, and I want to stay open to new ideas and new things, and be willing to adjust where I need to be, where I need to. So it's been a really great trip. It's been a great weekend. And I hope all the little snippets that I've showed you have just kind of made sense along the way, and maybe just made for a fun little video this time to show you what it's like going to a writer's retreat. It's been fun, and I hope we can do it again. I think they'll do it again. They had a good turnout. It was a big enough group to warrant coming, but small enough to make it fun and enjoyable, and everybody just kind of got to meet everybody. So anyway, I may have some more to say a little bit later, but for right now, I'm gonna get my suitcase down the stairs, which should be fun. I will not be filming that. So get that downstairs and into the car, and then just kind of be ready for the morning session. And just one more. They've been so inspiring and encouraging. And I love the fact that we have people here that are multi-published and multi-award winning. And then we have people who have not written anything, or have written just a little bit, but really want to write some more. And then people all in between. And there's room for everybody here, and I love that. And there always should be in this craft. You learn from people that have gone before you and have more experience. And hopefully you share with people coming behind you the same thing. And so it's always that in progress. You're always learning, and there's always something new to look at and to think about. So, and always new stories to tell, and that's part of the fun. We've had some fun stories talking about pitches and responses to pitches, and that's always fun. And you know, at the time when you have a bad one, it doesn't feel really good. It doesn't feel funny, but later on you can laugh and you can talk about it and share, because somebody else also has a story like that. So I think the point, the main thing about that is to never take that or yourself too seriously. To always trust that God has you in his hand, and that every step along the way, every encounter, every experience is getting you ready for the next one and taking you a little farther down the line. And whether that's writing or some other kind of art, or whatever your field of interest is, that's true. And so I think we can have dreams, and we can work toward those dreams, and that's always a good thing. But I think we always have to hold them loosely, trust that God has a plan for us, all while remembering that that plan very likely doesn't look like anything in our heads. It's much better, because that's what God has for us. So we can wait with anticipation and excitement about what he will do and what doors he opens. And that's kind of where I am right now. I have I feel like feel like there's a good end for this, that, there's some positive things that are going to happen. And in my head, I have a picture of what that is, but I just want to be open, to say, if that's not what it is, God still has a plan. And I still need to be active in doing what I need to do while I'm waiting for God to bring that about. Because this in-between time, the hard time, is sometimes it's just a sit and wait. Right now, it is a sit and work and then wait maybe a little bit. But be hopeful. There's a quote. I bought a book this weekend. I can't wait to read it. But let me find it. I took a picture real quick. There's 100 quotes. This is from a man named Mark Batterson, who wrote a book called In a Pit with a Lion on a Snowy Day: How to Survive and Thrive When Opportunity Roars. He's a pastor and a writer and has inspired a lot of people in a lot of ways, not just about writing, but about a lot of things in their lives, which is the whole point of writing. If you're a believer, I think, is to make an impact. We talked about that a lot this weekend, about making an impact on the world and the people that we write for. And so there's another big long quote that I don't have that I'll share with you later after I get the book. But this one says, most God-ordained dreams die because we are not willing to do something that seems illogical. And sometimes we're just not willing to wait. Okay. There is... Okay, I love this one. And maybe this is a good one for you today. Worship is forgetting about what's wrong with you and remembering what's right with God. Take your focus off yourself and put it back on God. Today is the day of worship. We're going to be doing that this morning together as a group. I love that this is a group of believers who have put their writing in God's hands to see what He'll do with it. And it's been a great encouragement for us today, this whole weekend. So anyway, I'm going to leave you with that. I'm going to, when I get home, I am going to put all these little snippets together, hopefully, and get it out so you can see it. Thanks for watching and for being a part of this. And I would just appreciate your prayers about the writing that I'll do over the next couple of weeks, and what happens from there. So let's go worship today and have a great week. Thank you. See you next time.